Welcome to another Bearcat Update with Kermit Smith. I'm Ralph Patterson. Lots to talk about. You swept St. Andrews, you had senior day, and you closed out Legion Field. So let's start with sweeping St. Andrews, a real important non-conference sweep.
Yeah, everything at this point in the season, you know, one of the columns on the regional committee is, you know, your last 10 games, and we want to make sure that we finish pretty good. I think we're 12-5 over our last 17. And that's, you know, one characteristic I felt like that Chris and I have always had in our programs is we always get stronger down the stretch. A lot of that is from our strength and conditioning standpoint. A lot of that is from our maintenance standpoint, or our prehabilitation standpoint, you know, hopefully trying to stay as healthy as we can. You know, we talked about it last week that most everybody's dealing with a lot of injuries right now, so the ones that you can still maintain and the ones that you can, you know, kind of make it through, finish out the year with. I've always felt like that's been a good characteristic of our programs, and it's especially good this year when we get to close out historic Legion Field. You know, a lot of people ask me when I first took this job how excited I was about the new facility, and I was equally as excited about just coaching at Legion. You know, that it was a place that we used to come down and play when we played Lander at Belmont Abbey. And you know, when you look back at all the people that have played here and everything else, but just the bottom line of the fact that it's a great facility, you know, and it's a great field. But from the historical perspective, it's kind of neat to, you know, to play the last college baseball game on it and be a part of that and win it. You know, that's a good part of it too. The senior day aspect, you know, Paul and I talked about it last week. It's, you know, it's kind of mixed emotions. You know, you kind of have those sad moments. You know, you kind of have those perspectives of the fact that, you know, you're not going to coach those guys again in a few weeks. You know, hopefully another month and a half. But you know, they closed it out right. You know, our seniors were unbelievable on senior day. You know, I think that they were 10 for 15 at the plate on senior day. You know, and Brandon had a win, and Darren came in and pitched some good relief. Robbie Skinner was 8 for 10 on the day. I mean, that's just unbelievable. He was 5 for 5 in his last game at Legion. Pete Hernandez was unbelievable. I think he got hit by 3 pitches. He got walked a couple of times, had a couple of big hits. You know, Derek Whaley came in and threw a good inning. Unfortunately, Joe Tibaldi was injured, but he was obviously his normal self. He was leading us to 3 victories, and that was really nice. And I thought senior day went great. But like I said, you know, there's still that emotional side to it that you're letting go of some of your boys, and it goes into a new stage as a coach. You know, you go to that friendship side, and not yet. I want to keep coaching them for a little while longer, but you know, you do have to deal with that, and there is, as you remember, there is that emotional side that you are saying goodbye to them as a coach-player relationship.
I want to talk about the historic significance of Legion Field. The Greenwood Braves played there, the Lander Senators, and your Lander Bearcats played there. How special is it to be part of that?
You know, baseball's an unbelievable fraternity to be a part of. You know, when you throw the word history into anything baseball related, you know, you get some sentimentality involved in that. And when you talk about a ballpark that's as historic as Legion Field is, and you think about all the great players that have played on there, and really all the great teams that have played on there, you know, it's special. It really is. You know, you get to be a part of something, and when you're a part of something, you know, when you coin that phrase, it usually means from a historic perspective, and that's it's an honor. I mean, when you sit back and you think about it, and you know, I've been in college baseball now for probably 16 years, and you know, I've been around baseball my whole life, and you know, it's starting to get to that point where, you know, you understand some of the achievements and some of the things that you're doing and you're going through, and when you get to stop and take a moment. I sat up at the top of Legion Field the other night. We did a little banquet for our seniors after we got through a little cookout. And Coach Johnson and I were the last 2 there, and he was in the office, and I went to click the lights off, and I just kind of stood at the top and looked out over it and just kind of, I guess, had my own little moment. And it's humbling. It really is to be a part of that, and to know that, you know, we coached and were a part of the last college baseball game that'll ever be played there. It's humbling.
Okay, big series coming up at Columbus State, and because commencement is the 30th of this month, you play a rare Sunday-Monday series against a really good team.
Yeah, it's Columbus State is one of those programs that you're always, you got to bring your A game to beat. Not much different than anyone in our conference, but especially them. Kind of a neat thing is my first 3 games as a head coach was at Columbus versus Columbus State, and it was the year they won the national championship. So I had my work cut out for me, back when I had it all figured out. But it was it's a tough place to win. It's a tough place to play. I feel like every time you play them, they're not going to lose the game. And when you mix that with the talent that they bring in there every year, it's you got to bring your best game to beat them. We're going to have our work cut out for us to go down there and win the series, and we're going to go down and give them our very best.
Okay, Coach, the season isn't done after Columbus State. You go on to the Peach Belt Conference tournament, and that's going to be huge, and you're playing great, and then we're still not done with recruiting, are we?
No, we'll deal with the tournament when we get there. Our concerns right now is Columbus State and going down there and trying to win the weekend. Recruiting never ends, as you remember. It's we're still at games probably 2 nights a week. We got a big visit coming in on Friday, and that ought to hopefully get us our 7th guy. And then, we're getting pretty close. We really are. This is the time of year that roster moves kind of get completed, and you start looking at a roster for the following year, and kind of some new life breathed into the program, and we're getting excited about that. And just very excited about the momentum we're carrying down the stretch here, and taking that into finishing up a good recruiting class, and then kind of taking that into next year.
Well, good luck with everything, and good luck with that 7th guy, too. For Coach Kermit Smith, I'm Ralph Patterson. Thanks for joining us on another Bearcat Sports Update.